So you're ready to build wealth, and you've heard the answer is in stock investing, but you've got some questions. Where do I start? How do I keep my money safe? Well, I sat down with Darius Smith from wealthismyworth.com to answer your burning questions. This is a guide on stocks for beginners.
We talked about when someone should buy a stock. Answer is yesterday. When should the beginner sell the stock? Is it tomorrow?
Yeah. So
yeah.
A good answer again here, it depends, but what it depends on is your strategy and your goal. There's a lot of things to consider when investing. So first thing I'll say is there's a difference between investing and day trading. People kind of use them synonymously. They use them interchangeably, and they're extremely different. Day trading is purchasing, waiting for a jump, and selling. It is a highly skilled, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's a super unique skill set, and it's not something that most people can kind of jump into. It's not extremely intuitive. It requires some math. It requires some understanding and a whole lot of experience. You have to lose quite a bit generally before you start to learn to do it well. So 99.9% of the time, tomorrow's not the answer of when you should sell. Generally, for what I'm teaching and who I'm talking to, I'm talking 30 years, and that sounds like a lifetime, and for many people, like it doesn't make sense. That's the expectation that you should set in your head. If I'm not willing to hold this for decades, then do I trust holding this? Now, with that being said, you don't have to hold it for decades. You don't have to hold it for 30 years. You don't have to buy it and be stuck in there and lock in forever. This is just for the long-term investors that want to build wealth, want to build their net worth, want to see their portfolio go from $1,000 to $2,000 to $4,000 to $10,000, and then over time get to the hundreds of thousands, then maybe into the millions over that 30 to 40 years time span. But you should buy today, and you should sell when you've reached a level that you think it's. If you ever think that the value of your stock is valued higher than what the company actually should value it, I think that's a decent time to sell. But on the other hand, I think you should sell when you see the world going a different way, or when you see the value of it isn't going to be growing. So again, if you've invested in oil for the last 20 years and you see the changes in what the car industry is doing, it would be hard for me to argue that you shouldn't sell your oil stock right now. So that's the answer that I have. That's not the best answer. And I would say try to hold anything that you have for 1 year. The main reason is just for tax purposes. You don't have to pay capital gains tax. You could pay regular income tax on your gains. But even then, that's not a hard and set rule. There's still, different things to consider when it comes to selling your stock.